Well, good morning. Good morning, people. I'm trying to treat the ulcer. So, before I go into this battle with you guys, I try to treat the ulcer. But I know you people will not have my time today. I'm professional to eat while talking. Let me bring Mary in quickly. Mary,
Good
good
morning.
morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you this morning?
I'm trying to treat my ulcer. Stewing
Oh,
granite and
sorry about that.
anyway.
Okay, let's talk about Abuja first of all, because I know you want to delve into the topic. But let's talk about
Aha.
the good thing in Abuja. When we talk about Abuja, a lot of people might be thinking I want to come up with insecurity, the hardship. No, the hardship is not only in Abuja. So maybe today I'm coming up with good news. That if that the quiz is not tackle me, because the quiz does not want anybody to say any good thing about what these people are doing. It will come up and tell you. Maybe is that the only thing they should do? Now there is this Abuja industrial park that is still ongoing, still under construction, and the minister of Abuja said while he actually visited the site at Edu, it's been built by Zabased Group, and he said it's going to generate like 40,000 workers and boost the economy. So I think that's a good news. It's a good one because we've been complaining about the low rates of employment in the country, the unemployment in the country, and how it's been affecting on the people. So let's be hopeful that maybe when this Abuja Industrial Park is being operational, it's actually going to generate this employment stated by the minister. Now, moving forward, we all know that NLC chairman Ajeru has been summoned right by the police, and today is the day whereby we actually thought he was supposed to go alone, but it took a different turn because even the NLC workers around Abuja and everywhere had actually been told to go out with him to the police station. They'll be there praying just like a peaceful procession, candlelight procession, praying as he's there, answering or replying to the interviews by the police. But on the second thought, why must they go with him? That's another thing that the priest that I want us to talk about. Why would they have to go with him? Why can't he go alone? What's the essence of going with him and saying the word of prayer, praying on the streets, walking along, going to the police station? Anyway, I believe they have their reasons for that. Although, as far as they said, that if the president will go there, they might be forced to go on a strike for the workers. But today is taking a new turn. It's being accompanied by the workers, but in a peaceful way, with the word of prayers, like a candlelight procession. So that's it. These are just the few information or the few news that we're able to gather in Abuja.
So, Mary, my question is maybe we should take it one by one. You said I will be against anything positive. No, I don't think so. I support good things. And if Wike is now out to do us some good things, why not? I am going to support Wike. But the question is, what I don't support is Toffee ideology. You know, Mary, I know you said this is great news. So let's go one by one. This is great news from Wike. Let's see his face. Wike is a fine man.
I
Wike
think
a
he was.
fine boy. Fine. I like this in you too. Anyway, Wike, you not get dressed. You not come from village. You not get the one at the dress there. And we will come to that so very soon. Well, what I'm asking is this. Wike, can we infrastructure our way out of this poverty? That is the question I'm going to say. Can we Nigerians infrastructure our way out of poverty? That is the thing. You understand? You see, Abuja, as I know, maybe I'm naive and I am too blind with my ideas. Abuja, as I know, it's a land. They have vast land. When I say vast land, because the people have been displaced. I'm opportunity to meet an Abuja girl now. Mary, I'm trying to get her to work with us because she's just from Abuja. I'm excited to meet somebody from Abuja because my thought is, does these people in Abuja, where are the true people?
If you say Abuja girl, is she an indigenous of Abuja?
That's what I'm saying. Yes, she's an indigenous. That's what is exciting me because I've been trying to know if these people, who were the people in this Abuja before even the federal government decided to drive them out of their land, because that's what happened.
The people. They are the people we call the real owners of Abuja, right?
What are the names?
The real owners of Abuja.
What do you call them?
We call them the Abuja landlords.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. So the Abuja landlords, where are they, Mary? You know, sometimes they be put into resettlement, social resettlement. Are you not wondering if the people are still in that Abuja? Eh? Anyway, one would have thought, and in fact, if it were to be my place, they would have up to 40 kings in that area. I don't know how many kings they have. There must be some local policies because they don't have a state as it is. So these people don't have a state. So the FCT is now running both for the federal government, for the federal Nigeria, and for the people. So that's the kind of assignment Wike is having, because the local people don't have their own state. So they don't elect their own representative. Can you imagine? So they don't have a governor whose interest is to develop Abuja. Wike interest is to develop Nigeria, which is the federal capital territory. So they are telling the people, you don't have a home. Get out. So I can't wait to interview these people. Anyway, that's a topic for another day.
Oh, you know that time that they actually wanted to go on a protest. I don't know if you saw one video I made around the FCD that they were trying to inaugurate some of their village chiefs. These are people, right? Like they said, they wanted them to be made chiefs. That other states has governors, right? That they don't have a particular title, a particular position in Abuja, which is their own home. It looks as if Abuja is now being taken by strangers, by people.
But is that not true?
To the FCD, they were much that it was like a celebration. Music, canopies were actually mounted on FCD, inside FCD, so you can see the music, security everywhere. I could see some of their chiefs, right, entering inside. So that day, I think Wike was able to inaugurate some of their chiefs. I really don't know how many they are, but they were much that day. So I believe it was just like heads in different parts of Abuja for people that will head this, people that will take care of that part. It's different, not like kings. They are also kings, yes. There are kings in some villages in Abuja here. Karu has their king, just like Maraba. They're every different. Okay, Maraba is Nasarawa, not Abuja, but there are some places in Abuja, you get, that actually have their kings. But this one, they are the chiefs, the head chiefs, right, in Abuja. The only difference is that they don't have a governor. That's the difference.
Yeah, but Mary, which is interesting. I don't want to go into the politics of that. But at the end of the day, this is the people's ancestral home. There's a language called ancestral home, where my parents were buried. That is how we say it in Africa back in the days. Where your parents are buried, that's your ancestral home. It is not something you sell on a good day. You can't come to my village now and say you want to buy where I buried my father. Do you understand? You've taken everything from me. That is my ancestral home.
That it is still the same people that are selling the lands for even your government.
Unfortunately. And money now, that's what money will do. Trust me, it's only a few of them selling the money. The locals are not getting it. Anyway,
you buy company land from them. They make money from it. If they don't want the money, why would they sell?
Mary, at the end of the day, it's like you're asking a woman, why are they prostituting? They need money. Anyway, what I want to say is this. This girl, you are arguing. Very, I agree with you. But Mary, my talk today is really to see this beautiful project. My question is, what have the federal government of Nigeria done for the locals? Its infrastructure is okay. Maybe the locals will be able to get a job in this park, in this so-called park. And
industrial park, not so-called park, industrial park.
In the industrial park, okay, Mary, Mary is trying to attack me today, okay. In the industrial park, let's hope that the local people will be able to have a job. But in my book, if we're going to get out of poverty, is to give the local people what they do best. And I'm sure these people were local farmers. And if we improve on their farming, that is by making it so that they can improve on their skills. You see, many people have been farming with hoe. I was in Abuja the other day and I saw a woman. That woman used hoe to clear the whole place, Mary. I was looking.
But it's not everybody that has that mechanized this thing you're thinking.
No, it's a woman, and you know what I did? I brought my ass back and said, "Come, look at this people. Look at this woman." I thought she was joking, Mary. The woman cleared an acre with her hands. Okay, a plot of land. She did it in my face. You know what I said? I said that to send her 30,000 naira.
Wow.
Because I was too confused. I was too impressed. I told Shirley, look at what a woman is doing. It was not, in fact, I said anytime I come back to that place, unfortunately, I will not be going back there now. I'll be looking for that woman. But I sent the money to her, and she got the cash, and she was trying to see me. The day she was trying to see me, I was no more there. I already went back to the stadium. What I was trying to say is that she just impressed me with the amount of hard work. I would love to see those kind of people empowered. Apparently, that woman is not actually from Abuja; she's from Benue. That's to tell you the kind of hard work. When you see better Benue wife, not be the one there Abuja, so better Benue wife, not be them marry na better Abuja babes. I'm not better Benue wife. I just tell now guys, if you look for wife, go look for better Benue wife. Anyway, we'll talk about that another day. Mary is saying that Wike, let me make you small because don't overshadow me. Wike, I like this your project. It's good. Anywhere Wike is an infrastructure man. You see, Wike, what I would have loved you to do, and that would have been in my good book, is for you to move your ideology from infrastructure to production. I mean, Wike, would it be so bad if we have a big farm in Abuja? Or if you see that your riverine, oh man, the way we abuse us, that's why I'm confused. What would have been able to happen in River State, as at the time you were building one building, calling this one to come and commission bridge, commission the second bridge, commission the third bridge, building law houses, building all this rubbish with people's money, and now I hear say they borrow some, say you even they owe. Can you imagine a madman? It's only a madman that will borrow money to build infrastructure that's not going to bring back money. You are a waste. Let's assume this industrial park is going to bring money and it's going to create employment. But when you look at where we are today, maybe this is why we are where we are. Governors, presidency, thinking of infrastructure, where they embezzle, mind you, and they said that is development. They could not see the true things that can bring money to us, and they're not seeing it. So Mary has brought these beautiful images, and I don't want to dilute it. So let me bring Mary because we're here together today. Mary, so we have Mary, when I don't start to, they put you blank. Anyway, we a moment Mary said she'll join us. What I'm trying to say, my people, is when you confront with a system like this, people like us will have no choice. Do you know why I'm angry? If you got used to being treated well, you can't go back to bullshit. And maybe because I know, and I'm not guessing, what we can do as Black people, or what we can do, what the Nigerian soil can make us. And I cannot imagine we're doing something else. We have three potentials. One is our land, the physical land. Two is that's the land gave us a big space where we can cultivate, we can build houses, we have a lot of space. And then what is under the soil? Minerals. If they can't, in fact, my friend was telling me that day that there is no city in Nigeria that is not having one or two mineral deposits. Where are we with them? We're joking. Then let's talk of the biggest potential we have, the young people. The young people, Mary. The young people are the greatest asset everybody will want to have. You know, in those days, Mary, our forefathers, my father married a lot of wives. And he made it, my father had 29 of us. 29. And people watching me now say, how can you have 29 children? No, the man have a good reason. In those days, we will all follow him to the farm to work. The wives, we follow him to the farm. My father will only, see, this was their time. The man was not hungry. He will marry, he will build a hut for the woman. At the end of the year, he will clear the acres of land for the wife. That's your own. You go and plant it, and you cultivate it, and that's where you're going to uproot your cassava and yam that you're going to use to feed the family for the year. Is the man not clever?
Wow. Yes.
No, Mary, is he not a smart man? If you have 3, 4, 5 women like that you clear land for, and their own is to reap, they go still give you children. The children will help you to work. Won't you have more wives?
Sure, you will.
They were working, they were productive. So our marrying more than one wife in those days was a productive thing. It was for it. My father was not stupid. All he has to do at the end of the year, clear big land for them. Come give them belly join up. They are happy.
But that can be for them that has plenty lands now. You get. So
Maybe
what
you
about
can
people
take
that
land in your village. There's no village where there's no land. There are some cases where my father even have to rent land and give to his wife to farm. You understand? When you are in that need, when you understand that this is your strength, you use it. The question I ask now is, why can Nigeria not understand that God, we have all this land, we have all the wives. Nigeria, we are the Nigerian wives. They can make us to farm for them, and we'll make food and we'll feed them. How come we're not thinking like my father? And we'll come to that. The Wike is doing infrastructure. Let's thank Wike for that first. Let's not take, Mary said it before, let's not take anything from this. Wike, we appreciate, and thank you for the good work. But Wike, I'm for happy say you go move out of this infrastructure into something more productive so that we go see the result. Wike, like I said, now, if you had gone into farming, make Wike look my face. Make it say at the funeral. Wike, if you had gone into farming, I'm very sure that children will come and see the farm, and the technology would have put on ground, the culture would have cultivated. This one, I don't know where I go. If you not take time, this park go make Abuja daughters even prostitute more. At the end, Oyibo go come, they go carry them. Not be what they go do. Make I not talk. Next topic, please. So let's go, Mary. Next one, when you talk. I don't quarrel. Your boyfriend. I said, when Mary sent me this picture, I just smile. I said, Mary, this guy. I tell you never pay me the daddy for this woman. You get free wife. My hand will touch you. Anyway, Ajero is going to on the march. Ajero was my man at a point in time, Mary. That's why I gave you to him. But now he not did my good book again because Ajero not get liver. And Jesus Christ not die. If we not get salvation, though, I'm not going to talk past this one. You heard when we brought Richard on the show. Richard said we should stay on the street. Don't go. You understand? Ajero, you should be happy to be in prison. I don't know whether you understand, Mary. Do you know how many people were in prison? The people that fought for Nigeria. Look at Kenneth Kanda. I was watching yesterday about this man that helped Kenya get independent. He was in prison for years. Kwame Nkrumah came from prison to do what he did. All these people, Nelson Mandela was in prison for 27 years. He never take. Mary never bought you that time. But I bet tell these people say there's a price.
But the thing is, I understand that we are in a country where we know that prayer is the key. We value prayer, right? But which one is a peaceful march? A peaceful march, right? And to hold a peaceful prayer session until the interview is concluded. Why?
Maybe they don't go carry. They carry Apostle Suleiman go there. May go pray for them. They need a pastor.
Still them, you still, Ajero don't want to enter, right? To interrogate with them. These ones will be outside holding a prayer session until they are done, right? The reason
I will not paranoid. Security agent call you to question you for what they think you have done wrong. The right thing to do is actually to go there and answer the question. If the security agents are out of their mind and they misbehave, Nigerians are watching.
They said the invite by the security agency is an unjust action. Right? Okay.
Maybe we'll take a look at that.
It's intentional. Maybe they feel like they are intentionally fighting Ajero. Right?
Yes, Ajero will have enemies. That's the fact. Mary, let's not joke about this. When you step on toes, you made Tinubu government to sit up. They are not happy. You understand? You actually touch them where they don't want to be touched. Unknowing to them, you are helping them, but they are unhappy with it. They will attack you. Ajero should know he's the number one citizen. Other than President Tinubu, he leads the labor, the workforce of the country. He is their number one target. He must keep his hands clean.
Okay, now the side reason is because the police or the security force, they're intimidating their leaders, right? And stifling the voice of the workers, the Nigerian workers. So at the end of the day, it's today. It is today being 29th of August that we have summoned him to come there. So let's see, still a developing story. At the end of the
Yes.
day, we see what the outcome
Anyway, we
is.
wish Ajero good luck. We want him to face the music and be happily serving us by sitting down in that cell if they want to keep you. Be happy. You understand? See, this is your calling. I don't know whether you say your pastors these days they don't want to die, they won't go heaven. No, and Mary, those when they collect our money now, only prosperity. They say God must make they die. Now, but Jesus Christ died, God die. Maybe we'll do the next story. I beg. Maybe we'll read the papers today because I said I'm not going to talk too much today, so that now no go see what I talk. Say now waiting that the priest talk. Now that the priest cause her, no be me cause her. I support Ajero. I support where's the other man now? I clap for both of them. I get well done, and I clap for the man from Kano State, from Rivers. When they only do infrastructure, he's a very good man at infrastructure. Wiki, we'll see a bit of the You know what
Now,
I said?
when it comes to road construction, for what Wike did in Port Harcourt, we'll give it to Wike, right? Then Wike said,
in fact, I should be beating him up for that rubbish he did in Port Harcourt. If you're somebody like me, Wike deserve lashes. Because a money, you don't use the money you use to grow to build infrastructure, for God's sake. What we have, the money we have, is small money. It's coming from oil. What we should be doing is to use that money to grow to produce things so that when this whole thing begin to produce, we can begin to construct roads. We need small road for these things to happen. We can build those. In fact, you know, when you bring it the right company, the company begin to even forge their own road.
Wike did not just construct road, different bridge.
For what? The question is whether they say the bridge. I beg. People don't see bridge waka. People when not see food waka. I beg. Leave Wike. You know, Wike was out for fancy political gimmick. The thing when go sweet you, now Wike do. I wonder whether now we need now. Where prosperity will judge us. Maybe Wike is right. History may judge him right. History may judge me right. One day Wike will go know the truth. Let's move on, Mary. Let's look at the papers today because today's topic when I get it's not sweet at all. So I'm trying to avoid it, Mary.
Okay, you don't want to go into the topic again.
No, I'm a little bit worried about it because I don't know whether Nigerians are ready for this. You know, and I will end up saying it. I will end up talking about it because I am just sitting down here and I'm wondering. You know, there's a time I came to the show and I talk about what is democracy. All right. And when we define democracy, Mary, when you think of democracy, that's what I want us to do today. I didn't want now you don't start on Mary. I'll be one wrong, make we read newspaper, but make we start on now. Because now you start on. So my first question will say, no, sincerely, Mary, and those people watching us out there, when you hear the word democracy, what comes to your mind?
Okay, just like the popular saying that democracy is the government of the people, for the people, right? And by the people. In as much as we always talk about democracy being for the people, by the people, and for the people, but it is not applicable in our today's government. And that is why the people are crying. Because we are in a country whereby the government is no longer for the people. If you even speak against the government, you're in a problem, you're in a big mess. So when we're talking about democracy, are we really practicing a democratic system of government? That should be the question, which I can boldly tell you that we are not.
So democracy, like this man said it, democracy is very important to this government, government of the people, for the people, by the people. All right, these are the three words there, right? So the question is, when they say government is for the people, by the people, and you understand, and for the people, and government of the people,
even the interest of the people, right?
Yes. So, and that is the key thing, really. At the end of the day, it's about the interest of the people. The government of the people, if you are for the people, you will not be hurting them. You will give them food. You will think of how they will eat. You will not oppress them, right? Yeah. You fight for, you help them to grow. So when they say, meaning the democracy itself is more than going to vote, say I vote, now this one win. That is not democracy, because every country will have a way of selecting who will lead them. Is that what makes it democracy? That's the question I really ask Nigeria. I know it's kind of confusing to people watching right now, but I'm asking the big question, and it's annoying. It's a very bad question because it's a big one. Democracy, they say, it's for the people, of the people, like maybe use the right word, in the interest of the people. You understand? Now, if it is the interest of the people, it means the people is what we're talking about. It's not really who select them. So my question now, Mary, is if we now should say we want our king to rule us, we are the one that selected him.
That's true.
Does it mean to be illegal? Does it mean it's not democracy because he's a king? You understand? Anyway, in England, we have a king. It's only in America they don't have king. In England, we have king. The head of state in the United Kingdom is a king. It's not a prime minister. Our president is really the king here. Anyway, what I want to say is this. Meaning democracy is not when you just go and vote saying that this man win, or when everybody come, after 4 years, he must come out. That is not the meaning of democracy. Democracy is when the government is for the people, of the people, and in the interest of the people. So we can confidently say that the kingship we were practicing then was democracy. Because when a king died, it is our interest to pick the next king. They don't force it on us.
That's true.
We agree that the first son will be the king. And if the man died, the first son is the king. It's just like the way it is here in England. If King Charles died today, Prince William will become the next king. Nobody argue that. Does that make it not democracy? That's the question I'm asking people. Perhaps we should ask the true meaning of democracy in our own context, because that is going to influence
why Nigeria own is a bit difficult. Is like just like you said in London, they already have a pattern which they'll be following. So tomorrow I'm not telling them to come and say want to start voting, whether they will not be partiality or not. Why Nigeria own is difficult and why we've been suffering and we don't even know when this suffering will stop is even the election is not done in the right way.
Yes.
The electoral system is corrupt. It's filled with corruption. People feel like it is not who they voted for that they are seeing. The complaints and everything. So, and when they get there, even if, for example, let me say, the people didn't like you, and people actually didn't want to vote you, and you happen to be there, maybe through any means. If you go there, I feel like you should do the right thing. Why not prove them wrong that you are fit for this instead of going there and things becoming worse? So at the end of the day, you're making it feel like they were right saying they didn't want you. You get my point?
So, I watched a video just now. Tinubu said, whether you voted for me, you didn't vote for me, whether you campaigned for me, you didn't campaign for me, I'm the president. Yes, you are the president. But if your government is not of the interest of the people, for the people, we are not living in a democratic state. That is exactly where I'm trying to say. You see, if a government come to power and the interest of the people, and it's not working for the people, if he's working for himself and his few cronies, and this, then we're not in a democratic state. It's not the way you select leaders that makes you democracy. It's the way the government is run. In the United Kingdom, there are things the government cannot do. They hold them accountable. An important element of democracy is they call it checks and balances. The checks and balance themselves. That's why you see, maybe they didn't just elect one. Nigeria have done it well too. They copy it right. America don't practice. So okay, the king, the president, you are all and all. They make sure they vote on other arms of government that can shake the government. Understand? That's why we have the rule, the Senate and the House of Rep, who are the one that actually make law. So it's not only the president that is elected. They elect these people separately to check these people. The reason being so they can work in the interest of the people. And then there is one arm of government, which is the judiciary, the people that judge the cases, all the judges, they are the judiciary. They are another one that interprets the law. See, all these ones are put in place because they know that only Tinubu will abuse us. Absolute power corrupts you. It will corrupt you.
Now,
Absolutely.
you can't really do anything because the judiciary is corrupt, the legislature is corrupt, and the executives are also corrupt. So,
Perhaps, maybe.
let's
And
be focused.
and that moment, we ask ourselves, are we living in democracy?
We are not.
Uh-huh.
And that's why every day that they say Nigerian independence, every Nigerian independence, October 1st, people will tell you, what are we talking about? You understand? What is the independence for? You find out that recently people don't even celebrate independence again.
Yes. So Mary just said that we are not in a democracy. So because that is the reason why I'm talking now. So a democracy will be a government that works in the interest of the people, for the people. That's it. It's government of the people. It's made by of us. Yes. So we agree. One element of it for us. Tinubu, are you for us? It's a big question. If it is not in the interest of us, of the people, for the people, I'm accountable to you, I'm serving you. In the interest of you, I serve. In your mandate, we shall stand. You see, Tinubu tire. Not in your mandate. In the people's mandate, we shall stand. Not Tinubu's mandate. Go on.
Government of the people, right?
Yes.
Now, the government is ours, right? The government is ours. Then, government of the people, right? By the people, right? Now, by us, we elect them. And for us, they're supposed to be for us.
Yes.
Now, to fight for our own interest.
Yes.
But this pattern is not working. That is the problem.
So in that case, we can say we're not in a democracy. So my question is this, because the topic I wanted us to talk about today, I know it's people don't want to talk about this. The military and the civilian rule in Nigeria. Let's take a look back. I said when I talk about the Mary, I've never seen any military rule. So the time they born Mary, you see now, you don't shut up, Mary, shut up. That she don't reach to marry now. If I don't this, if now agent my part in our part time, if I don't born 3, you understand? The reason I know to say my mom gave birth to me at 18. My mother was 18 years older than me.
I'm not get grandchild. I understand.
No, never get grandchild. Shut up. What I'm just saying is, I just talk say our democracy is not young again. What I'm saying is, this woman you see here now, they never born and when Nigerian democracy start. We are 24 years. We don't go 25 years. Since 1999 to date. Children, when they're born, they don't go marry. Example, Mary don't graduate. She don't get mad. She don't get her own sense. So the democracy is no more young. But instead, it is not a democracy in its true sense because it's not working for the people. We need to fix that. And my question is, what will be the difference between your democracy and the military rule? Military rule, yes, we force themselves into the power. So it's not of the people. It's not by the people. But they might be for the people. So the question is, which one is more important? Of, by, or for?
It's supposed to be for the people.
Good.
It's always now it's supposed to be for us.
For us. You see, because if you are working to move for yourself, that is one aspect of democracy. You've not covered the 3. If military man come they work for us, he might even be more qualified. Maybe that one is the absolute one for the people. When the Jagbo came, Mary not be person go tell you. All the looters, he was fighting them to bring our money back. That was the regime when everybody were happy. We were dancing because Idiagbo and then Buhari, that was the first time we ever saw Buhari. Buhari was just the soft man. The man that was taking Nigeria, that held Nigeria to ransom was Idiagbo, Tunde Idiagbo. Idiagbo, now he bring the war against the discipline. Mary never born you that time. They not born you say you beat Q. No be person go tell you, they go whip your ass. So you stay, when you come anywhere, you stay online until it gets to your turn. You don't bribe your way and go to the front. In fact, that was what they call war against discipline. Why? People of my time, they know what I'm saying. Maybe so you are learning from this today because you don't know what to be war against the discipline.
Yes, and I know that some people, there will be a time I'll be telling people about the Tinubu regime and the Buhari regime. I'll be telling them they are not giving best people that time. Then I'll tell them what to pass through.
Yes.
So we understand.
So people like us that have lived through generations, we've lived through, in fact, that my time, and then born us during the war. You understand? So we'll be children of war. If one thing happen, bomb for don't throw away us come up from one side. That was what we went through. We survived.
If the way we are being taught about the war in school, then I am asking myself, people that survived it, how did they survive it? Or is it that they've not given birth to them that time? Because if it was the way we saw it, or even the one we watched, it was terrible. So how
Maybe it was a terrible war. If you've witnessed
they
war,
won't come to your house, so and pick where they want to pick and kill. So how did people manage to survive it?
Oh, Mary, you know what is war? They take women, they want, you don't know what is war. Maybe you don't understand this. In wartime, the people will come, the people that win, the people that have power will take whatever they want. They will take your wife, your children, the money, everything. In fact, do you know after the war, the Igbo man was given 20 naira to start life. And today, look at them. They are survivors. So, Mary, I don't want to talk about what happened during the war. We need to learn from it. There's some road, I even give a stand in my place. There's some road we call today, they call a Sapler Road. That road was called Igbo Road. During the war, now they converted. People were even happy to take land that belonged to Igbo man. No, I'm talking. That's what we did, Nigerians. Nobody's saying we should go back to it.
But was it not the Igbo man that betrayed Igbo man?
Yes.
Let's see from that part.
Yes, Igbo man never betrayed. Igbo man always betray Igbo man. Not be Jew that betrayed Jesus. No, it's not a new thing for your brother to betray you. Because and what did they give to you? If they give you money today, Mary, you go betray me. The amount you go pray. Jesus Christ said we should pray like this. I don't know why Jesus they blame Judas. He said lead us not into temptation.
Money answer right authority. Because I wonder if the person that betrayed the fellow Igbos, I wonder how much they give to that person.
Exactly. They know they eat the money. Maybe they don't even stay to eat the money. That's the thing betrayers must learn. You don't betray the man. I had this terrible dream. I don't need to talk to you. I'll talk to you about my terrible dream today, Mary. And it was a terrible dream. And I just woke up and I said, whoever that is out to betray me, the person must learn that betrayers will never stay alive to eat the money. They've never enjoyed it once. Betrayer never stay to enjoy the money.
You don't used to see things like, maybe I feel like God is revealing things to you.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's not the way you see it. Sometimes when you share some, my dreams are kind of strange. So I don't, they can be wacko sometimes.
But my dreams don't happen. No. They don't stop. Because
I tell this one, maybe this one better not happen. This one I have that better not happen.
I don't stop last year. You don't happen. No. I better this year. If it was true, you would have been seeing the result by now.
Maybe that time I dream say you get belly and you go to move on. I know you're talking about now you the move on.
You leave me and go and put church one day. I beg you.
My church. No, you never hear the name of my new church. I don't change it now.
No, you cannot be changing your church.
I know it was because it was called church of sacrifice.
If you are changing your church name, that means you are not ready. That means you are not yet ready.
It's church of service. No, every day God will say to me, change your thing to suit the new nature. No, you no more need to serve me. Don't need to make sacrifice to me. Jesus Christ has made the sacrifice. He said, I now turn his church to service. A church of service. Now it's make a change. Now what did God tell you? Anyway, then say if now you want them to say God not reveal to me, but now God reveal to your pastor. Anything your pastor say not true. The one that the Christ talk now lie. Abi somebody they cost me for this platform now. You know what?
Is it that you'll be hearing the voice will be speaking to you, or how?
I think when God speaks to you, it's loud and clear. It may be audio, it may be inside, it may be a very big inspiration, but you know that it's God talking. You will just know. Mary, sometimes, I said it in one of my movies. That was a fantasy. I said, even if you don't believe in God, when you're in difficulties, you will directly or indirectly seek help from high above. When you dey one kind of place, you say they won't kill you now. Mary, the only person you'll be seeking help from is God. You may, even if you don't believe in God, you say, God, you go shout and nana. So that's to tell you that it's God. God is always there with you, but you may not even be conscious, you may not be aware. So, but when you begin to wake up in the morning and you begin to ask yourself what happened there, then you know God has just spoken to you. He might send you a warning. But he has spoken to you. Anyway, my case is clear, people. You will see church of service very soon. And it will not be a church. Maybe my church is cutting between humanity and the service of God. Because God said two things. Love me, serve me, but love your neighbor. So my church is about the love for the neighbor and service to God. We'll come to that another day, then at my church. Mary, let's look at the papers. What we say today, because Mary, before Mary hold me accountable, before now hold me accountable, I'm not glorifying military rule. My question to Nigerians is...
I wanted to understand. In military rule, what do they do?
Okay.
What do they do to...
What military will always do is they will say, oh, the activities of politicians are bad or evil. They are misleading the country. They are doing things against the tradition of the land. So they will say, get out of that place. Normally, they will come to correct. They will say, we'll be here for a few days to throw this set of people away so that we can restore democracy. They will always try to say...
Why did it not happen since that, Chris? Since Nigerians have been crying. Why did it not happen? Or why has it not happened?
I think we got tired of Babangida. You understand? Because what happened was that when Idiagbon and Buhari came, then Babangida overthrew them. You never born you that time. Where I talk now. So Babangida, the same people, they betrayed themselves. They overthrew the government of Buhari. Buhari was in prison. Idiagbon was eventually, the man got killed. They will tell you, say, now he died of his own. Because they don't say if the man they alive, he will take over power again. If Idiagbon they alive, if I don't take over power. You understand? Is that kind of... It was shrewd, man. But what we're saying is that what Nigerians saw with war against discipline was a pleasant one. It was harsh. That was what Nigeria needed at that time. Everybody was online. You behave, Mary. Nobody will tell you. You understand? You will behave. You will not enter queue. You will not beat queue. You will stay in track. In fact, the politicians said, Mary, all the people that stole our money were on the run. They were pursuing, and they came here. They came here to capture one of them. One Umaro Diko that came here with money. They put her inside bus. They won't carry and go back to Nigeria, go face justice. They can't catch them for airport. It was a desperate government. I had to correct things. Then Babangida overthrew them because the hardship was too much. In a way, you understand? The rule was too hard. Babangida was able to play with that. He took over power. Babangida was then playing politics. Babangida was now coming between politics and... Because Babangida was hearing to the voice of the people, we don't want military, let military go. So we now wanted a more... Babangida was trying to bend to the civilian side. More civil rule, more civilized rule, so that there will be rule of law. Right to the people. You know, that was what we didn't have. During the Jagbon, you don't have the right. You will stay by the rules. Nobody cares whether you agree or not. You stick to it. Babangida was saying, no, this is too harsh. So that was Babangida approach. And guess what? Babangida then conducted, Babangida tried though, he come out with the best thing that ever happened to Nigeria. He come with two political party system because he wanted to hand over power to the civilian. You understand? They now have the NRC and the SDP. People that watch it today know what I'm saying. Then, Mary, that was when Abiola won election.
Oh, I think Abiola was SDP.
SDP, yes. That was it. Then Abiola won the election. But the military, the Babangida wanted the other guy, Tofa, to win. Big mistake. So that was the thing. So they didn't want to hand over power to...
You've seen that even this pattern has been for a very long time, right?
For a long time. But no, that was where, you see, that's why nobody wants to see military now. Because Babangida, Babangida handed over power to Abiola successfully. When we see this thing now, when they are misbehaving, so yeah, maybe we can't get rid of them. Then because they didn't give Abiola power, Abacha now came. That is the worst regime you can think of. Anyway, to some people, Abacha, if Abacha, they pursue you.
Only God knows how they successfully killed him, though.
Maybe if Abacha pursue you, that word you go break and pass. There's a way when my boy said he was going to Ghana. He said, if Abacha they pursue me, I not go pass that road at the crease. You understand? That is to tell you, say, if Abacha pursue you, nowhere you not go pass. But you understand, the guy was cruel too. But again, he must have his own part. I want to make a film about him myself. You know, I'm desperate to make a film about Abacha because I think the man is a great man. Because he was behind every coup, he has done a lot, he has went through a lot, he has survived. Abacha was a survivor. Eventually, he got killed. So today, you ask a question: why are we not seeing these military boys? because they got over, their time was overused. So today, because it was the death of Abiola.
It started from 1966 to 1999. I don't know if I'm right. That's too long. Don't they have years that they will stay? Okay, this particular year, maybe 4 years.
No, military don't come to do that. So the military were like kings, but they didn't say they come to stay. They will always say, we come to stay, so we get rid of the people, so we restore the system back.
But it was too long a year, man.
Like, that's how they slowly kill the time.
It's better we face this one we are facing, because if they come.
But Mary, the question is, what I really want Nigeria to also think is, what were we able to achieve for the time that Babangida and his cronies came to power, and the time that the civilians were in power? When the civilians were in power, Mary, they looted the country. What we see now was what was going on then. It wasn't even as much as this. So that was when the Babangida came, they were on the run. When the Diagbo, let me not use Babangida. When Diagbo came, they were on the run. Mary, it's a serious thing, So imagine if a new boy take over now, all these pastors, all these politicians, they go wrong.
What concern pastor with politics?
When will they talk? Where would they talk? Anybody where they abuse us. If now if you be military boy, maybe one pastor don't bench your wife, you not feel serious, man. When you call enter power, don't be you go fair go handle. Very, they laugh. These women, see them as they fly. That's why the trouble when we get for this world. Anytime women there, all the beauty of the world, they can be the chaos in the world as well. So that is all the trouble. So Mary, we got into that mess, and we happens to deal with it in a very nasty way. What we're saying is, in Nigeria per se, what brought the military was the activities of ruthless politicians, shameful ones like this one. That was the first republic during Shagari. The only reason why we respect Obasanjo, when the first regime, when the military, when the British people left us, they left us in the hands of civilians. That is the Awolowo, Azikiwe, and like that. You understand? It was military that took over. You understand? That led to the time that led Nigeria to that war. That was why Ojukwu went to war. It was the killing. Military took over by one Igbo man, Agu Irosi. The big sorry, my daughter. You understand? Agu Irosi was killed. You understand? Agu Irosi is an Igbo man. He was killed by the Hausa one. Now you could say, now kill my people. We have to leave the country. The country is not good for us anymore. There were stories. You need to read the book. So that was what caused the war. Ojukwu said, I let my people go. Nigeria won't let them go. All right? That was then. After the war now that time they come bomb people like us. So we didn't even see the war. Now that time they bombed me. In the middle of the war, as it just start, now so that the Christians come this war. So people when they born during the war, what do you expect? Now so will they fight? Now the war will they so. Now war I go fight till I leave. Because now that time they bomb me.
He said that we should never pray to experience war.
No, you don't pray, Mary. In fact, Onyeka, if you just watch Onyeka documentary, she's slightly older than me. She will be able to tell you her story. People who are 70 years old now, they will tell you they witness it. Our own, they carry us for hand, they run. What about my mother that witnessed the war? You don't call hunger. That is even those of us in the southern part, when the Dog crossed River Niger, Igbo people were slaughtered. Slaughtered. Anyway, we're not going to go to that. But that's the story we live in. So that war is then the civilian. It was Obasanjo that said, no, the time for this is over. They now hand over to the civilian government of Shagari after an election. When the politicians came again, they started looting. That's when then Babangida and Diagbo come. Yeah, Muna get out. Now, 1999, they don't give power to them again now. See what they don't cost the country. What the politicians have cost Nigeria from 1999 to now. All you see is idiots having private jet like I showed yesterday. Thieves, look at it. Imagine say military come over power now. Where that man hide so? Where this governor of Yahya Bello hide? If that place not go contain him. They will recover all this money. Maybe how can we be hungry when the money is in the hands of the thieves? People are dying every day. You said people should not die. In fact, I'm not saying military should come. I keep quiet. But if you imagine why the military took over, and if they take over now, how much they will take from these thieves? Even the president now, your president now, he was koboless at one point. Today, within this short period of time, how much he get now? Where did he work the money? Every single one of them, you see now. Every single one of these fools. They mean, the wicked people, man. And it will take some act of God to wipe them out of the sin. This is not going to be a clean revolution. Children will come and tell you, oh, this thing is bad. We want change of government. You say, may they shoot them. End SARS. Labor cry. Now don't call on today, may come. Ajero, see, not say I like Ajero, but look at Ajero. He's not going to face it. This is a civilian government. And what has the civilian done for us in this period of time? I know that the money has come to Delta State from 1999 till now. It's enough to turn us to Dubai. Go and look at the people. Nigerians still go to bed hungry. You say you're in a civilian government? We need to define democracy. Maybe we're in a civilian government, but we're not in a democratic government. We need to define it. We need democracy. We need a government for us. We don't have it in Nigeria today. I would say this because nobody is not going to die. But we are not. And I ask myself, do I prefer military? The answer is no. But my friend will ask me, what are the alternatives, Mary? May God help us. With the way the civilians are going, they're not going to change, Mary. Because anybody that come out, they will silence him. Now, Ajero is there. They're going to deal with Ajero today.
Even if they're not coming out straight, it's obvious that if you're coming out to speak against the government, you're definitely going to face them. So yeah. that word, freedom of speech, freedom of press, is no longer there.
Yes, and that is the thing you see in democracy. In fact, this was what Babangida was playing for. Babangida played it well. Babangida allowed you to criticize. Even during Babangida time, Babangida was a good manager. They built the mosque. If you get to Lagos Airport, Mary, you see the one big mosque there. The Christians were crying, oh, this is not a Muslim state. Babangida said, take money, go and build your church. So when you come to Nigeria today, you see the mosque, you see the church. Everybody quiet. You understand? So it's a polarized system. Babangida was managing it. And he managed it to the time that, of course, he wanted to stay in power. He wanted to even run for president if he had the chance. The system in Nigeria not welcome him. So they now bring a prosy. Tofa didn't win. Abiola won. They refused to give Abiola power. Now the place where Babangida shit for young for sis. When he leave the national stage, his case is over. You know his own is dead. He's alive to be alive to look at what he has caused. Had he hand over power to Abiola, and Abiola mismanaged, and we are here, military for don't take over today. Now we don't know what to expect from military. If you say military come, what do you expect? Now that time of Babangida, Abacha pursue you, you go break the wall. So nobody want to go to the time of Abacha. You understand, Mary? That's why the military. So if military will come today, we will not welcome it because we don't test them.
Even the civilian regime, they know that definitely we are scared of the military, right? In as much as you are complaining that what they are doing is not really helpful to the people in Nigeria here, it's not being helpful to the citizens, they will still tell us that if we see the military, we will run. We won't be able to face them.
Benny, if Abacha pursue you, what do you talk? The boy tell me say that if Abacha they pursue me, I'm not go pass that road. That's the best. That's the description that will tell you the place na fire. But Abacha the point, I'm not go pass that fire. But make a kuku face Abacha, make Abacha kill that. It was ruthless. Anyway, to his enemies, so people live in the country. If you there outside, if there was a program Abacha came up with, they call YEN, Youth Earnestly Ask for Abacha. You hear that one? Youth earnestly ask for Abacha. Who be the youth when they ask for Abacha? But that was it, Maybe when you see money, when do you see this money, when we get this oil money, and all this why we are talking of now, all this period we are going through now only oil money will they spend. You see why we said this lack of development that has happened to Nigeria is not because of government not trying to, not that we don't have money. It's because the money was coming. The reason they are fighting military come now to take the money. And if you be governor, you know how much they call your side now. What did they talk?
The same interest. The same interest for all of them.
Money, oil money. No. Of course, military never sit and say share money. Now time to go build farm. No. So
but the only thing I can attest is I feel like military regime, I think there will be some level of security.
During military regime, if not that one, they're not born you go kidnap people. Wherever you did, they go fish you out.
Because I feel like they will not take over everywhere, both the forest, both the
but something happened, no. During military regime, there was a boy that came out called Anini in Benin. Anini, they were a set of armed robbers. They were terrorizing people.
Wait, during Anini's operation, was that military regime?
Yeah, it was during Babangida. You know what Babangida said?
Anini did. He was doing it during military regime.
During Babangida time. Babangida had to call the then Inspector General and say, where is Anini?
You know, Anini succeeded. He did a lot.
A lot. But not too long. You know, it's the time that shoot and go in. But Boko Haram now, you understand? That was why when Nigerians were expecting Buhari, Nigerians were happy that Buhari was going to come and solve our insecurity problem.
So it's beyond him now.
Party, Baba. Baba don't confuse. Now we don't know where we are.
When military comes in, they actually end this insecurity to some level or to some extent.
We don't know, maybe. We don't know. Buhari couldn't end it. I don't know how he's going to end it. So unless they're going to start killing innocent people too. That's the problem that goes with them. You understand? Innocent people that didn't know anything, they begin to suffer it. You understand? The military were also raping women. They were doing a lot. The NSAS we saw now, they started it. You understand? Military touch you, you go talk through. You understand? You go talk through. So we don't know where we should be going in Nigeria. And this is a very difficult topic I talk about today. And I don't want to talk about it more than this. Because if I analyze it, I'm going to offend a lot of people and I'm going to instigate a lot of rubbish, which I don't. I'm not going to ever be able to stand on a national television and say we want military. No. But the question I ask is, what are the alternatives, my people? We know why I brought this topic. I'm quoting the very language of J.F. Kennedy. He said, he that refuses a peaceful revolution makes a violent one inevitable. If Tinubu is angry, for people like Ajero, you are summoning Ajero who came and said, let us pay. I don't like Ajero, don't get me wrong. But it is a peaceful man that said, I'm leading a labor movement. Let us pay these people a little bit more. You people are getting more. You are getting on what a senator gets 2 billion naira a month. And you're paying some people 70,000. These people are saying, I may share the money better. Because all you know now that to share. You couldn't get out of the sharing formula and say, let's share some to the people. You have a reason to summon him today. That he's trying to overthrow your government. When you see who want to overthrow your government, you're not going to know. This one, the overthrow person. This one, I married a boyfriend. This one, get liver to overthrow person. Emily. This is my girl.
I wish you like him now. You will not say my boyfriend, though. But because he's not doing what you want, you have done it to me. No problem.
Really? Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll go talk this matter of your boyfriend. You won't deny her. When we come back, we'll go talk this matter. We'll go treat this lady. We'll treat this lady story in a proper way. Don't go away. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Then we'll come back. We're going to take a look at the papers. We're no more going to talk about this because it's too difficult. It's too scary as well. Let's go on a break.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us by calling this number 07062379915 or 08070827331.
All right, welcome back, people. Welcome back. We've been following. This is Wake Up Nigeria. Of course, it's me here, and there's beautiful Mary over there. We've been taking a look. We'll take a look at what Wike has done right. Wike is now, one of those who is now. They are one of the key. And the funniest thing, Mary, is that these guys were very poor a few years ago. If you see Wike will tell you who was I a few years ago. But all of a sudden, you just became a governor, and now you are on top of the world. You are controlling Nigeria.
That is constant, is change.
No, money. Maybe they are able to, they have access to money. Meaning, if I get to that government, I will have money and I can change things. So, Tinubu that was poor, he was on exile. He's now a very big bagger, rich man. It's a,
you know that you cannot really tell how you behave until you get to that place.
Yeah, that's a big word.
Yes. Let's say you have been given opportunity to become the president of Nigeria. That is when you know your kind of person. So
yes,
what if you start
you say you don't know a man through character until you give him power, not even money. Every man can suffer a lot and they will be fine. But when you give the man power, you know, when I get money, money them are fucking. Now that time I know how they misbehave. Sometimes I go tell God, sorry, I know not be like not do this reason you give me money. Now let me judge myself. You understand? No, sometimes you know when you begin to judge yourself, no, God did not give me money to do this. Those people close to me will say, no, this is not why God gave us money. I always say it. Anyway, what we're trying to do today is, people, let us ask ourselves whether we are getting the true ingredients of democracy from this civilian rule. There's no way you can compare civilian rule to the military rule, but are we getting what we want? In this civilian rule, there's no security, which is the primary aim of government. They can't even cultivate our land. We are hungry. There's indiscipline in all levels, and they are thieves. 90% of them. Is this what we ask for? It's not me to ask whether the military is actually better than them. It's up for you to ask. But the military are on their own. We've seen Babangida. If Abacha pursue you, you will talk through. We are in a dilemma. We are between the devil and the deep blue sea. Which way forward, Nigeria? That is a topic for another day. Let us go, baby, and take a look at the paper so that we look at the joke they're making of us today, because that's what the Nigerian papers do. They make a mess of the whole thing, make it look as if it's a joke.
Okay, let's start with the Punch as usual.
All right.
Okay, the big story on the Punch. Government plans execution, comes as flood. 28 states. And the writer said flooding affects 133 local government areas, 526,703 persons. Tinubu promises aid. And that story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Moving forward, our bankers committee completes restoration of National Theatre. And here you can see the pictures, the National Theatre on the Punch.
Wow.
But they judge disagree over 2027 presidential ambition on page 29. NLC plans mass procession as Ajero honors police invitation today on page 12. These are all the stories you have this morning in the Punch.
Evacuation camp has flood hit how many 28 states. What is really causing flood in Nigeria? We need to find it once and for all. Because that environmental, the world is changing. We know there is climate change around the world, but that of Nigeria is a yearly thing, and we know it's coming, and we seem not to be always prepared.
Yeah, they obviously can't control it. Before it starts, they will even tell them that there will be flood, but they obviously can't control it. It's just there.
That's the thing I don't understand. Maybe if we know what's coming up, why would not want to do it?
Go down in Kogi State. It's like almost every year. I think this year is better than the Chris. There was a year that it had to cover the road. People traveling to the east. Let me say if you are going to like Edo, Okene, most of them they pass through the Lokoja road. They could not travel. All the eastern region, they could not. Same thing. This year is even better because I've not had any story or report of that where the rivers joined together and blocked the road because of the flooding. Lagos is like every year unstoppable.
That's why I said I will never buy a house around Lekki. I know those guys love it out there. No, that is just waterlogged, man. It's waterlogged. And it's so in Asaba. Most of these big cities, I don't know what the government need to do about this, but it has to be.
So I think this
See? Now they're taking 28 states. So they are planning evacuation to where? Where you evacuating 28 people to? State. To where? To come and flood one state? I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, let's do something about this before it's too late. But one day, it's not as if we are having a major earthquake, a major tsunami. The why they talk every day, Mary, all this oil when we don't drill for the Niger Delta. So, God forbid, say earthquake happen, everybody go just go. Because we're not prepared. We saw what is happening in Turkey in all these places. People are dying. These are people prepared, though. If you happen for Nigeria, are we prepared? Are we prepared, my people? And these are things we need to consider. Are we prepared? We're drilling oil every day, every day, every day. Benin go say every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. This one they do so. What if the result come? Because you are drilling, you are taking the nutrient out of the land. And when you take the nutrient out, what will be left? The question I ask you again and again is: are we prepared? It's a question, no, I know quarrel. And Mary, so that brings us to, before we leave this topic, very important topic, is this national theater. You know, this is the pride of a nation.
Sure.
I'm happy it has been restored. We don't have national theater anymore. We don't have this national theater. The national troupe of Nigeria, if they put leg for dance, the world will shake. We have this you see, what the national theater should be doing, oh my God, the amount of money the national theater can make alone. But don't be surprised, it will be managed, and it's only federal government that will be paying national theater. If that is a new plan, they go hungry. They go soon fold up again. A monument like this should be able to sustain itself. It should be making money. See, this is the problem we're talking about. You know how much now they use to restore this place? Thank you for restoring it. But what's the long-term plan?
They are working, but the amount they will call.
And then even now, whoever is going to manage this place, can the person sustain it? If the person is not going to make money, if he's waiting for federal government to send money every month, how can the place survive? How can there be innovation, Mary? If a private man owns this place, you know how much he will be making. Why can't we, as a nation, make money with it? I've been to the National Theater a couple of times. The landmark alone, at the center of Lagos. Kai, please, for those of you when they clap saying I don't restore things, Tinubu, thank God now your state with this. Let this thing not go away until there is a clear plan for this National Theater to make money. If you don't know what to do, talk to experts in this area. They will monetize it and everybody will be happy. See, Mary, this is the truth about things. By the time I bring 1 naira, you bring 1 naira. You not go break your bank. You not break my bank. The thing is working well. But if you say everybody keep 1 naira and the 1 naira not go help us, when the thing don't fall, what happen? It's like I said to you now, I'm very sure everybody will be happy to pay 5 naira so they have good roads. Nigerians will do that. If they know that you are not going to construct the road with over budget, with bogus budget, they will contribute the money. But unfortunately, when poor people contribute money in the state called Nigeria, the idea of how they do the super deck road, how wicked say they do road for Abuja for rivers, my carry console. This restoration, this thing when I get built, so may they tell you how much they take you down. You go wrong. And this is the bad part of it. If not, Nigerians are ready to contribute. It is not, don't give me something cheap. Don't give me something free. Because I want the thing to survive so that my children will enjoy it. And if it takes me to pay small money so that my children will see it, I'm happy to do that. I said the president of Nigeria should be a pastor that preaches good news like this. Let's take the next one, Mary.
Okay, that would be the Vanguard.
Okay.
The big story on the Vanguard. WSSE now sways into age controversy. Archaic, coming from article, says federal government acting like military regime. Federal government's declaration unacceptable. Unacceptable, draconian. This coming from CSOS. It will lead to capital flights. This coming from Dawn. Will subject it to public hearing. It's coming from Senate. We haven't been briefed on the matter, and it's coming from Reps on page 5. At the top, NCC gives September 14 final deadline for NIN SIM linkage compliance. Insecurity, bandits, kidnappers, others should be examined, coming from Tinubu. Alleged terrorism financing, NFC President honors police invitation today on page 8. Energy crisis, marketers seeks diesel price reduction to 700 naira per litre. Nigeria, Interpol arrests over 300 members of Black Ass criminal group on page 9. South African billionaire Johan Rupert overtakes Dangote as Africa's richest man on page 9.
Really?
Yeah, it's been there.
That's not good.
The futility of Tinubu's Statis and Cooperatives Economic Council on page 16. And on the spot desk of the Vanguard, Paris 2024. I don't know, it's not really clear here. Something game still, Nigeria starts to mine gold. I think on page 37.
The one to get the my God.
I don't have on the spot desk of the Vanguard. Now, this big story about this WAEC they're talking about. Anyway, let's see.
Is that why? I don't know that story. But I'm happy that the article has weighed in. Sometimes this is what democracy is all about. It's about these checks and balances that the Senate is saying no, we're not aware. Yeah.
That is West African senior school certificate. Yeah.
Yes. So whatever they are trying to do there, and then it's good as the National Assembly is saying, we're not aware of what the presidency is doing. First time, you will not hear that from not from your Senate president, because that one, Tinubu, they be best friend. But you cannot be best friend. It's just like my father go say, my father get plenty wives. You know what he tell me? And they go vocal. They say that the judge won't give the other one. The last thing you need is for two of your wives to be best friend. They will kill you now. It's good they don't agree. You understand? So the two of them will be fighting each other. The battle will leave you. They will be fighting themselves. That's the only time the man have peace in the house. You understand? So if you marry more than one, and they tell you now, you will make sure that they fight so that you'll get peace. All of them will come to please you because they get their own enemy and they are mate with their enemy. When are you be the cause of the trouble, but you can divert the trouble to them. So that is exactly what the politicians are doing. But I'm very happy that for the first time, that at least the two houses are not agreeing on an issue. That's a very good news. Very, very good one. And maybe another thing that I was trying to see there is it's quite a shame. Though we talked about it before, to see that you're accusing the labor man on terrorism charges. I don't understand this. Maybe they know something we don't know. Anyway, they did say it's terrorism here, alleged terrorism financing. So this man get money to finance terror. I'm not saying so. And this is the thing Nigerian government is doing. We just talk about military rule now. Are we in a military regime? If this is not a military regime, who on earth will be accusing Nigeria of terrorism act? And okay, let's hope that the federal government will be able to publish it, or when the case gets to court, that they will have a reason to show that the man has committed an act of terror, so that you guys will hold him really accountable for that. But okay, again, another story that is really sad, maybe it's still within Africa, is this South African billionaire now, you both have been a black man. That question I go ask you, Johan Rupert, like Oyibo. Because when those people leave South Africa, they don't leave the economy. Give them independent, they don't give them the economy. I just they talk small. Those of now when they talk, I go speak better preaching here. And God go save us. In Jesus' name. So that man for South Africa don't make. But I will not be surprised If Tinubu and the people try to destroy, maybe not be true, now what would they see from outside? They try to destroy the refinery when this man, even though I don't see Dangote hair of recent, the man old by force during this regime. Would they call this your own regime? Now regime would they use to describe military before. This is not a military regime. Now don't destroy Dangote. So South African man don't take over. Now what did they happen? When you fight yourself unnecessarily, enemy will take over you. The same way we sold our brothers as slaves. We never learn from them. I give Dangote one credit. Dangote is the only man that actually spends his money in Nigeria. All you thieves, politicians, how many of them get houses abroad? Can't Dangote houses when they get abroad? As rich as he is. If now don't get buy half of England, shame on you. The man is investing at home. Dangote no go carry the money, go heaven, go hell, wherever he could go. But whatever he spend in Nigeria will remain in Nigeria for the growth of the children. The one when you carry go outside, when our Nigerian children go see him, you should ask yourself who is truly a Nigerian. I just talk my own. No, I'm not talking to insult you. Till they disturb me, so I talk small. See, now don't drive me to come out. The girl they help me so. Okay. I feel say Nigeria is perplexed to under Tinubu government. This is not what Mary supposed to read for me because this is my eye, not if they read all. That's what Tinubu, this is what the headline of the Tribune is saying. You need to pick up that paper. Why are we perplexed? What is surprising us? All I can say is, whatever that story is, Baba, this is a civilian government inviting this labor man for questioning. There are some people who are even your enemy, you put them on the wash. You don't bring them on this public shame or this public gallery because it's going to backfire on you. If this man really planned a terror act, it's going to be hard for you to convince Nigerians that you didn't plant it. It's just like those days when this man said, Abacha said, Obasanjo plotted a coup. Something they would have cooked up and said the man plotted a coup. Which evidence do you need? They were able to find it. They would have killed the man for not lose Obasanjo since. That's how Yaradua died. We need to be careful. Let us not turn civilian government to military government. Because if a civilian government does not exhibit the democratic traits of good governance, it becomes a military regime. We don't want that, sir. And I pray that we will come, we'll do that. And the story reaching us now is that, of course, NSC, they will storm the police station. Is that the drama you want, sir? Is that the drama you want? The international community is going to start crying now. Look at what we are doing to our people again. The name of Nigeria is going down for all the wrong reasons. If I were you, I would never arrest them. I would never invite them. I would not let police invite them for questioning. They will make phone call to them or go on up. But stop this thing. Because some of these things are easily you can check behind. If what you're saying is true, besides, I don't even imagine which power that man have to come and overthrow your government. Peaceful protest now cool for you. A peaceful protest is a terrorist act in your book. Pray you don't see terrorist act. You see, when the military boys come in those days, those people, when they see military, they know the truth. People that marry Diko, they know what will they talk. Nobody's eye. They see playing by force. Some of them, when don't pass creek come out, and I know what it be terror. Nobody this one be terror. Ajero will not get terror, he not get the strength. It's a lazy, it's a coward in my book. And I can't come now, they won't turn him to national hero. You're wasting our time and our money. That's not why we voted you, sir. You said you are president now. We know, yes, you're president. Please govern us. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to stick to the topic of today. I just try and go through some of the headlines with many of you. But they judge for Atiku. You can't be president in 2027. Okpetu, You say that man. But they just, I don't say there is I now. Baba, you see the talk from that side. You know them, yeah. We not go put mouth. But they just you know Tinubu, you know you article. But they just you say Tinubu not go be president, don't be president now. You don't run. What if this will come be president tomorrow? You will call remain on next time more because you don't say you know go welcome you back. Baba, quiet small. Quiet small, when you get your peace. Now the one when I did, that make me give it for London all the time. God go intentionally see certain things make I not call Nigeria. You don't want that, sir. Now the particular age, I know it's not something we want, but it is what they're doing that is causing Baba to behave this way. Now, I'm still wondering though, what Atiku has to offer Nigerians. That's a topic for another day. I don't know what it really has to offer Nigerians that we are certain about. You know, I just want to take a look at the headlines. That's what I'm doing along with you. Flooding kills over 170 people in 15 states. So people do 170 people. Can you imagine the amount of whether Nigerian life matters? The government has not come out to make a statement. So that one is nothing, a small number. So one person die is nothing for Nigerians. My guy, I'm gonna be protecting ourselves because if I die today, now one story, one minus one, it doesn't affect anything. God. A country that does not value one citizen will not value 10 million. Be wise. Tinubu should be more concerned as an elder statesman. Anyway, this is where we would have loved to see if Mary can come back. Mary, are you back?
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
all right, good. So now that you are here, just let me do with the Guardian, and then we can put an end to the show quickly after the sport.
Okay. Let me get the Guardian.
I like these faces, so I can see this fine boy of those days. Ribado.
The big story on the Guardian says NIN SIM linkage and national security. Fresh anxiety as federal government disconnects 50 million unlinked SIM. September 14th.
Yes, because this is good. You understand? I have nothing against this unlinking. If your SMS is not in line or it's not linked to your BVN, cannot take it out.
You don't understand. Sometimes when you go and register the SIM card, they use another person's NIN to register for another person.
Yes, and the government doesn't have a choice, but they have to wipe it and you go and register again, Mary.
That's what I'm saying. You continue because of their selfishness. You go back and register because it's your NIN, right? And it carries your information. Tomorrow, they try to register for another person. Register the SIM card. There's already made registered SIM. Yes, you go to the market, like to the shop, to the store, you get an already made registered SIM. It's always expensive. They sell it to who? To who you don't know.
Maybe. So they already made. In fact, anybody buying already made SIM should know that he's digging his own grave. That SIM might have been used by kidnappers.
You register a SIM card with your own NIN and they're disconnecting it. Right now, I have a number that's been disconnected with my own NIN. So it means it's the other person that they're not living or what?
Yes, maybe this is the problem. This is the problem. If the government is not saying that there's a conflict there, that maybe the same SIM have been used or it's been conflict with too many people, they have right to seize it and say, Mary, go and take another one that is tuned to your name. This is national security. Mary, are you not confused that people will kidnap people? They'll use the same SIM, one SIM to call, and we're not tracing the people?
Is that what you're saying? Is it not a bank account? Or is it not an account that the money that these people that adopt people pay to? When they call this one,
and that's another issue, Mary. What they do now, I don't think they take that, they pay money to the account, because that bank, whoever bank that is giving kidnappers money, we should be arrested. I don't think they can do that openly. I think they're taking cash or more of.
They won't even know if it's kidnappers that own that particular account.
Yeah, because in fact they will tell if they kidnap a person, they tell if you inform the police, you inform the bank, they will kill the person. So you don't want to even talk until you're able to get the person back. So they have fear. They use the fear they will get away with things. So, but maybe if the government is saying no, if this is not linking up, we're going to wipe it out. I'm supporting them. Because otherwise, how are they going to fight this insecurity we are talking about?
They have disconnected a lot of SIM cards. A lot.
I think they should. They should. I know it affects some people. That's the kind of sacrifice we're talking about. If my SIM is linked with anyhow, disconnect it. Make sure the people that have Nigeria, we need to have proof of identity. There's no country in the world where you don't have proof of ID. How can the police work if they don't know you? It's not going. It doesn't make sense. And I pray we realize this and really take this seriously. And we made it read them further. These are these fine people here, these fine guys you see here now.
Okay, and another story here concerns as Abuja photographer spends 10 months in detention over intentional insult on page 8. Criminal justice, act ineffective, 7 years later, NBA laments on page 5. Afeni Ferry seeks regional NYSC enforcement of Terrorism Prohibition Act. And that story is on page 7. PDP crisis. Bode George advises Atiku to contest presidency in 2031 at 85 on page 6.
They advise him to contest or not to contest.
PDP crisis. Bode George advises Atiku to contest presidency in 2031 at 85.
I think that Bode George said you can't be president in 2027. That is Daily Times. And now what is Guardian saying here? I don't understand this agreement.
Guardian is saying he should contest. Maybe it's happy for error or so. Ref member wants Lagos Labour Party against illegal Congress and others on page 5. Beyond the facade, unveiling violence in Nigeria's peaceful presidential election. And that story is on page 4. Kaduna Bauchi order residents to vacate flood-prone areas on page 29. Currency circulation hits 4 trillion naira, defies CBN's monetary tightening measures on page 15. NLC threatens indefinite strike as Ajero honors police invitation. And these are all the stories we have this morning on the Guardian.
The thing is, somebody taking international insult. So, what is called international insult? People like me, I don't call na international insult. When they call them, we need to know. Photographer spend 10 months.
That's true.
10 months.
I think it was right.
You call this a civilian regime.
They're acting like this is a military regime. I wanted to say it because if this man Mantahi, sorry, I'm going back, the Minister of Education, right? He's not saying that he wants to put the law that from 18 years, that's why you can take the WAEC, right? I don't understand. Before it was, they said 18 years, that will be able to enter the higher institution. If you say 18 years can take WAEC, so when are you expecting people to go to the higher institution? Because after WAEC, you now start talking of JAMB and post-UTME. To me, I don't support that system. It's uncalled for. Seriously, 18 years for WAEC, that's too much.
But where would they be an age cap? It's as intelligent as you can be. I don't understand this stupidity, man. I don't understand this stupidity. Where is this education man coming from? This morning, Mary, I was watching a 10 years old who happens to be one of the most brilliant presenter on American television. Sport journalist at 10. Who train up? If you see the boy,
WAEC is West Africa, right? Senior school certificate examination, West Africa. So not only Nigeria. So why is Nigeria giving that law that it should be 18 years?
Anyway, we pray that we have the right leaders.
They want people to get to 20-something before going to their institution. Then there's a problem in this country.
Then we have a problem, Mary. Anyway, let's take a look at the final one, which is the papers. What is going on? I don't get new coach, Mary. They talk this matter. I be like it's a joke for me. This German man, I be the new coach. And look at the headlines. It's disturbing.
Okay, 2025 AFCON qualifiers. Mixed reactions. Trey Eagles list. Nigerian kicks against Osimhen inclusion. Testers. HUK omission. Now there's this story. I don't know whether Chris saw the coach. Let me go forward and see. Chelsea submits official bid for Osimhen. Lookman prefers PSG to Arsenal. Then we have another one that says Oshuala scores in first Barca face-off. Nigerians task La Badia with World Cup tickets. Liverpool gets to finalize Chisa signing on page 8. Here we have another story here that says US Open Sina Alcaraz survive early scars. Then we have Adesanya's coach hints at 2024 return. Ancelotti downplays Mbappe's slow start. Okay, and we also have a story here. Dream debut goal, Trees Olmo, and Trump makes incredible golf claim. Joshua versus Dubious. Organizers 6 increase in Wembley capacity. We also have Atanda Musa pledges attendees development. These are all the stories you have on the Punch Sports Extra this morning.
No, I don't even like gossip, so I don't even want to talk about that. I like Joshua well because I've been fan for Facebook, but I don't like gossip. Anyway, this Nigerian football, this new coach, now they say if you don't win World Cup ticket, now to win the World Cup ticket.
You know that NFL don't have patience though. With all this delay, if they are not winning.
But why are they not going with our local coach? Not be as with the fail, we'll see one good one. No, it was our local coach. It was Steve Kechi that led Nigeria to go and win the Nations Cup. It wasn't a foreign coach.
Unfortunately, they are giving up on that, Chris.
No, it's too bad. It's too bad. And Finidi was never given the chance. Anyway, there were too many internal fights. Finidi was just a little bit too arrogant for me, though. I wanted Finidi to work with Amokachi and Amunike. They would have been able to pull a national team for us. You know, the question is who will bear the cart. Anyway, now see now, have you seen the crab mentality?
Yeah.
Have you been crab mentality? This one will go, you drag her now. At the end of the day, now somebody now, or you don't call coach now. Where are we going? If this money won't give Oyibo now, if we give her to Finidi the judge, you know better.
We believe we are not good enough. That's the problem. If he's not white, we are not doing well.
Yes, I know.
Because Finidi cannot be the only man in Nigeria that should coach.
Yeah, there were 3 on the lineup. Amokachi is there. Amunike is a brilliant coach.
So why did you talk about the rest? So after Finidi, the next thing is to go back to the foreign coach. I don't understand.
I don't even understand. I don't understand it either. I'm not for it. I'm not. Anyway, Mary, that's why we're going to try and close the show today. We've done our best for today. That's what we do best. We talk about the things. We said things that shouldn't be said. No, can you say some funny thing for Nigeria before we close it up?
Okay. What I would say is, so today's topic is about the military and the civilian, right?
Yes.
So at the end of the day, whether military or civilian, but for me, I feel like civilian should continue. So in the civilian regime, let them try to do better. Yes, because as I'm like this, I'm not sure I can stand the military. I'm not sure I can stand them. So let's just be hopeful that we get, at the end of the day, to select the best leader for the civilian role so that we can push Nigeria forward and make Nigeria a better place to be.
And what would you say to the NFF for this new coach?
The NFF, I can't really say anything right now, so that it does not look like I'm too fast. But this decision is, to me, I didn't expect it, is wrong. Because why? If a Nigerian coach is not doing well, that doesn't mean you should actually neglect the rest. Because I believe other people will be lining up, they'll be out there coming for this same position. Why don't you try other people, other persons? Just as we gave Kennedy a short time, maybe we could actually give them a short time. If they're not doing well, then you try to do for another person. Why do you believe that if it is not foreign, it's not good? You get my point?
Yes.
I don't really buy this idea. I can bet you that I'm not sure a Nigerian person will ever coach any club in the foreign land. It's going to be difficult.
No, it's not going to happen.
It's going to be difficult. So why do
maybe African country? Why don't you do a Nigerian man to come and coach the German team?
Do well.
But you see the inferiority in us. Take a Nigerian man to come and coach a German team. They burn you. Bring a foreigner to come and what are you people doing in Nigeria? This is a national team. Who's going to love your children more than you? Well, that's why we're going to try and close the show. Like Mary said, the topic today is a difficult one. It's about the military and the civilian. The question I ask is, what qualifies you to be a civilian government if you don't have democratic traits in your governance? Inviting Ajaero, who went on a peaceful protest in the name of terrorism, already tells you are in a military regime. We don't want military, but are you not military now? Young people came out to protest. You shot at them. They came out the second time. You silent them. Now you're bringing NSC. May God help us. Question I ask Nigerians today is, are we living in a democratic state? Everybody should go home and ponder about this. And when it comes to this, like Mary Riley said, so of all the 200 and something million people, there's no one person that can lead the Nigerian national team. It's very sad. People have played for that country. They've represented Nigeria. And they are doing well as coaches today. We couldn't get one. If I know the black coaches around the world, wait till they do us here now that they do us for them. So we know they see better club where black man they run for this country. Will they play? Oh, now England a day, you can speak pidgin. Nobody say they not go hear me now. Now people go see interpreter for them. You hardly see any better coach. Like maybe now we see as Chelsea there. So black people never play there. You don't see black man be coach there. As Arsenal, we like Arsenal where black man are coach there. No go better for anybody when they think say black man not be better person. But would they help them to prove them? We're not doing well, though. We're not doing well. We can do better. And I pray we realize it soon. May God help us, Mary. Let me end the show there so that I will still be alive by tomorrow. The messages are too hard sometimes. So that they don't come and cut our throat off. Mary, take good care of yourself. And we'll talk after the show. God bless you. So that way, in the show, follow us on our social media handles. Daddy Chris here, and that's Mary. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Srtv. Innovative content.